only another team. You are both okay, so I'm happily. You need get my marvelous. Saka, I'm more than Saka. You get my own child, and you need from my then back or let to see another day. Oh, my one day, so I have to celebrate. Yeah, why you say the door, yeah, yeah, why you did it, oh, yeah, my boo, my dear, one of you, the passer, your mother, the cow, your bill, for my leave for one time. I see a pump on the one and they track it from word. I didn't want to say, and if you need to, let me know if you say it, my body. You are chill, Shaka, Mobile, was it here more? Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. What's the different? When chicken say, Ogo, it's so classic. When chicken say, Ogo, it's so fussy. Now every day activities. 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 Oh. Every moment I hear you. Oh. We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Morocco.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in
What happened? Mama, you still do
No, let's still boy. Hey, yes, the mama to our party. I go see what
Chairman, we are only on base.
For what's a blood?
What tablet, man, piece, what tablet, piece.
No,
brain. No, stop it. You can't do that. How you a brain human being? Let me know that Rosafi. Let me know that Rosafi. You tell human being you're a brain human being. Let's stop the kind of thing. If we catch criminal or somebody commit crime in our community or whatsoever, take that to the law or carry that to the nearby police station and report that to the police. Let the police themselves investigate and find out whether he right or wrong. Yesterday, I was coming from Keba. A brother walk along truck. I said, no, they said the truck hit the motorball ball. All the motorball men plus the keke men get and they say they want brain, the driver and the truck. It's wrong. Let's stop more violence. Maybe the accuser or somebody that you feel they are criminal, they may not be criminal. But when you take them to the police station, based upon the police investigation, they will tell you that they are criminal or not. Please, my people.
Who are you?
You policeman?
Are you a moppy?
Yeah, come here. Yes, you're all right. As I was saying, let's stop that kind of thing. Take it to the law. You not get one right under the law, nobody right until the law can say you are right or wrong. Please, I beg you, my people.
Who say you?
If I say who tell you,
So say who?
so say oh man, same son, the man who get crime stopper. They don't want to say, I'm gonna tell you, nobody must take the law in their hand. Don't say they say in the mouth say, oh man, same son say, don't take the law in your hand. You have to come away. You want it was you who will be the first now to attack me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, do. Hey, all it on there. Oh, man, says I'll be that is up for you.
I say, my LIB people, I've got a perfect news that you can use. Open your ears and hear me well. If you've been searching for furniture for your homes, offices, and event centers, I have come to let you know that your search is over. J Mart Furniture and More at the corner of Randall and Sekou Toure Avenue is the solution to all your worries. At J Mart, we have the best quality of wall-to-wall carpets, blinds, and curtains. Home furniture with bed sets starting at $499 USD and living room sets starting at $699 USD. At J Mart, we also have decorative items for the homes at low prices. For your office furniture, we have the best in quality to suit your taste with competitive prices, and we also do free delivery within Monrovia to ease you of that transportation stress. Rush now to J Mart Furniture and More at the corner of Randall and Sekou Toure Avenue next to the St. Teresa Convent to make your homes and offices that place to be, or call cell numbers 0880-600-600 or 0778-700-700. J Mart Furniture and More. You, our customers, deserve the best.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Flu Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in to Ichiki. We are living since in
Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bourgeois Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512-379, 0777-512-379, or 0777-255-030, or email us mayoba, mayoubahs @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
A pleasant good morning and welcome to the program from the Print News this beautiful and lovely Monday in the nation's capital. Today is the 19th. Did I say 19th? I'm sorry. Today is the 22nd of July, and 2024 is the year. So I'd like to welcome all of you listening to this edition of the Print News on Freedom 87.9. My name is Wendell Nimna, and I'm seated next to my co-host Esther Daku. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, folks, and good morning to you, Wendell. It's good to be here again on a Monday, just fresh from the weekend, with all of the energies and all of that. We have a lot for you this morning.
All right, so that's it. Lots in store for you this morning, but we just want to let you know this program is brought to you through the kind courtesy of Come Stop Us Liberia, headed by its Chief Executive Officer, Old Man Sam Sion. Also proud to be associated with the program from the Print News is Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. Those of you having some get together for the 26th, well, just make your way to Exodus Best Price Store. If you take $100 there, you're gonna get stuff worth $200. They are very cheap, very cheap. They are your wholesale and retail store. All right, so I encourage all of you having that special occasion, graduation, all over the place, and you're trying to get alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Exodus Best Price Store is that place to be. And those of you trying to get your homes and offices furnished, well, we want to let you know that J-Mart Furniture and More at the corner of Secretary Avenue and Randall has all it takes to make your homes and offices that place to be. And also part of this program is Mayoba and Sons Incorporated. But today is a sad day for us in the media because we lost a friend, a brother, a colleague, Molly Trojan Kiazulu, who passed away early this morning. And those of you who are fans of the phenomena, we just want to let you know that he is dead. Trojan Kiazulu died this morning, and it's very sad. So we just want to say to the Trojan, the Kiazulu family, we want to say sorry for the loss. And to all of us in the media, well, it's sad time for all of us in the media. Yeah, to have a friend, a brother, no more. It's so sad. All right, so this morning, Esther is going to take the lead with the reading while I'm going to do the next presentation. So, Esther, just take the lead this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, folks, this morning, in the lead, I have the Inquirer newspaper on my desk, and the top story here says, Say leaving IMF to return as finance minister is a question, and we want to take some lines. The Inquirer newspaper has gathered that prominent Liberian economist and senior official at the International Monetary Fund, Antoinette Say, is poised to return as finance minister. According to sources close to the presidency, Say is being tipped by President Joseph Boakai to replace Boeman Kamara due to her performances during the administration of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, coupled with ensuring accountability and transparency in government. Other names that are also parading the corridor for possible pick are former finance minister and current African Development Bank country manager Augustine Gaffon and the current Banker Tally Board chairperson George Fernandson. Others include former Auditor General John Simbi Molu, President Bouakai's current senior economic advisor Molly Kamara, and the Liberia Bank for Development and Investment former president and current managing director and corporate secretary of the board of directors of the Full-Tide Cement Corporation, John B.S. Davis. However, if the DAS favors Say, she is also expected to resign her position as IMF's deputy managing director, though service ends on September 24, 2024. A move our source said is intended to enable her assume the new role in Liberia. The IMF's managing director, Castellina Georgieva, in a release issued on July 17, 2024, announced that the deputy managing director Say made and known her intent to conclude her service on September 12, 2024. Ms. Georgieva said Antoinette has been a pillar of the fund's leadership team for many years. Her incredible experience, deep integrity, and wise judgment have been invaluable to us, and her unwavering commitment to our institution has been truly exemplary. Antoinette represents the best of a life devoted to public service, genuine care for the well-being of the people we serve, and her ability to place them front and center of our work. This care and concern also extended to the staff of the fund, for whom she has been a mentor, advisor, and coach to many. The IMF boss asserted, she added, Antoinette demonstrates that very combination of institutional leadership, deep analytical capacity, unparalleled ethical standards, and sound judgment, and she will be granted or greatly missed. The process is on a way to identify a candidate to succeed Ms. Say as IMF's deputy managing director, and further announcements will follow in due course. Completion of the story is on page 10. You grab a copy to go and read. We have lots of other stories here this morning to bring to your attention. Liberia's financial entities launch council. Okay. Okay, Liberia's financial entities launch council. The Central Bank of Liberia, in collaboration with the International Finance Corporation, has convened the first National Payments Council meeting in Monrovia on July 18, 2024. The council aims to promote cooperation, dialogue, and consensus among national payment system participants, ensuring a comprehensive strategy for the payment. Completion of the story is on page 10. Let's run there to bring you more of the story. Sector's evolution in Liberia. Key to this effort, the MPC will enable structured dialogue between market players and the central bank as the regulatory body and the various government entities, including the Liberia Telecommunications Authority and the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication and Finance and Development Planning. The council will regularly convene to discuss developments in the payment ecosystem, a linking progress with a shared vision for a robust financial framework. During the meeting, the MPC chapter was officially introduced, and the council's leadership, along with various committees and working groups, were announced. The Central Bank of Liberia's executive governor was named chairperson, with a Minister of Finance and Development Planning representative as co-chair, These entities are charged with leading strategic efforts vital to the payment system's success. Participants were also briefed on the governance and operational structure of the NPC, preparing them to effectively support the Council's goals. Recalling past efforts in September 2022, the IFC evaluated the automated clearinghouse for its sustainability in Liberian markets, leading to recommendations for market level enhancements to boost ACH use and promote a self regulating market. Let's leave you there and look at more stories from the front page of our The Inquirer this morning. Orange money revolutionizes Liberia financial assets. Orange Money Liberia is said to be revolutionizing financial assets in the country, and with its over 1.5 million users in the country, Orange Money has made it easier for people to send and receive money, pay bills, and access other financial services. The service has been praised for its completion is on page 10 of this paper. You grab a copy to read more of that. Turn LBS into state broadcast. The Elder Council wants legislators trash decries. As the debate or the debate for the Liberia broadcasting system to be turned into a state broadcaster resurfaces, this time from the Elder Council of Liberia, they are stressing that in this time and age, Liberia should not be using decrees but should deal with recent laws. The founding father of the Elder Council of Liberia, G. Moses K. Dober, among other things, said making LBS a state broadcaster will give the right to all political parties to freely make appearances on the national radio, he said. Okay, let's leave you there and bring you at the back page of the Inquirer. Telecommunications introduces new regulations. The Liberia Telecommunication Authority has introduced two new regulations as a significant step towards enhancing the sector across the country. They are the regulations on numbering resources and regulations on wholesale access to telecoms networks for the provision of value-added services, as these regulations are crucial in maintaining a fair, competitive, and innovative telecom landscape in Liberia. The LTA initiative, according to a release, is intended to address several key concerns as well as aim to bring multiple benefits to the nation's telecom industry, its professionals, and the broader economy. The telecommunications sector in Liberia has been evolving rapidly with an increasing number of subscribers and a growing demand for advanced telecom services. But this group has also highlighted certain challenges, particularly concerning the management and allocation of numbering resources and access to telecom networks. Numbering resources such as phone numbers are finite and need to be managed efficiently to prevent scarcity and ensure that they are available for new services and future innovations in Liberia. One of the primary concerns is the potential for mobile network operators with significant market power to exert unfair control over these numbering resources, as such control can lead to the monopolistic practices where a dominant player might hoard numbers or use them in a way that signifies competition. And finally, for the back page of this paper, Hungary offers Liberia US 50 million credit facility. Okay, let's see some lines from here, just few lines. The Hungarian government has offered US 50 million credit facility to Liberia during a courtesy visit by the Hungarian ambassador to Liberia, Tamás Edri Feher. During the courtesy visit Wednesday, July 17, 2024, the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Ambassador Feher, urged the government through the Ministries of Finance and Foreign Affairs to develop a concept aimed at assessing the credit facility. Ambassador Fahad also disclosed that the concept will outline programs linked with the government's developmental agenda of the agriculture, roads, rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism. The Hungarian envoy inquired about the progress of the government's negotiations with the International Monetary Fund regarding the extended credit facility, particularly in relation to accessing Hungarian funding. He then praised the ongoing relationship between Hungary and Liberia, highlighting their collaboration in development and education, specifically scholarship opportunities, as rewarding. Ambassador Fehar at the same time assured of his country's commitment to providing more scholarships for Liberian and students in Central European countries, from bachelor's to doctorates. Acting Finance Minister Anthony G. Myers reaffirmed the government's dedication to fostering extensive cooperation for the transformation of the country's economic sector under the leadership of President Joseph Boakai, thus welcoming the Hungarian delegation. Minister Myers emphasized the need for increased development and cooperation between Liberia and Hungary, stressing that such efforts will yield successes and underscore collaboration, understanding, and completion of initiatives that will positively impact all sectors. Well, folks, we want to leave you here. That's where we want to stop you and send controls to you, Wendell.
Thank you very much, Esther Daku, for that splendid presentation. Let's now run to the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. But before we do, Gus is here. So, Gus, you take a few seconds, greet the audience, and then I can start the reading. So, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Wendell and Esther. Good morning, Liberia. It's Gus Former. Glad to be here. I'm on vacation.
That's good. Okay, so let's get to the Front Page Africa online version. This year's 26th Independence celebration raises concerns amid rising strains and economic challenges. Why the economy is sluggish. The Unity Party-led government under President Joseph Nyeman Boakai came to power with promises to improve the struggling Liberian economy and the lives of all citizens. President Boakai often stated that Liberia is too rich for its citizens to live in poverty, pledging to use his expertise to assemble a team dedicated to serving the people. However, 6 months into his administration, many Liberians feel that conditions are harder now than they were 6 months ago, with some expressing that they were better off under the previous Weah-led government. Last year, July 26, and this year cannot be compared because some of us who had people working in government used to see the light before the day, said Abigail Miller, a small business owner and staunch Boakai supporter. Bags of rice and oil used to be given to our people to share with us. But this year, we are yet to see that. Maybe things will be good before the day, but up to now, we have seen no light, and it is frustrating from what we are seeing. Budget outperforming but low disbursement. Where is the money? Despite these hardships, Liberia's revenue generation is reportedly on track. Double Jala, Commissioner General of the Liberia Revenue Authority, reported to the House of Representatives in June that out of the total approved budget has been collected, surpassing the mid-year target. The remaining amount to be collected is all generated from domestic sources. The Senate Public Accounts and Audits Committee, led by former Finance Minister Amara Kone, noted that tax revenue outperformed projections by 11% in the first quarter, with US 16, that's 163.4 million collected against a projection of US 151.4 million. However, the committee highlighted concerns over a decline in GST and taxes on residents as both fell short of projections by about US 4 million each. The committee also noted that non-tax revenue was down by 8% against projections attributed to slow starts at revenue-generating entities like the Liberia Immigration Service and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs due to passport issuance issues. It called for special attention to state-owned enterprises, SOEs, and their fiscal impact, noting that none contributed to government revenue in the first quarter, despite a projection of US 2.1 million. Commissioner General Jala had identified the Liberia Petroleum Regulatory Authority, the National Port Authority, and the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority as agencies failing to remit their budgeted revenue. He expressed concern that tax incentives on goods and services are reducing revenue and urged the legislature to reconsider these incentives. On the expenditure side, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning allotted US 144.97 million but disbursed only US 77.1 million, 53% in the first quarter. This disbursement is only 10% of the full year appropriation. The committee warned that low spending could have a contractionary impact on the economy and hinder the government's ability to deliver critical services, especially during the festive July 26 season, when economic activities are expected to be high. Citizens expressed similar concerns. Hata Morris, a resident of Currisburg Township, said last year, July 26 was all right, more than this year's because things are hard and money business is hard. Last year, things were not hard, but now, even when you have a market, buying is hard. And when they don't buy, how do you buy clothes for our children and food for our children? She continued, how will we go to the hospital, especially pregnant women, when we don't have money? How will we eat? I want the government to bring changes in Liberia. Women should start selling so that when our husbands are working, we can help them and things would not be hard in Liberia. Moses Flomo, a used clothes seller in Kakata, Magibi County, echoed these sentiments, noting that business is slow and customers are scarce. He said, the July 26 activities look very bad because business is not as it used to be. I think we can stop right there and take more stories. Let's run to more stories on the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Let's take another story here. Okay, let's get to our next presentation. It says here, Chief Justice Yobe threatens action against legislature and executive for alleged budget law violations. The judiciary, through the Supreme Court of Liberia, has threatened to use judicial power against the executive and legislative branches of government for failure to adhere to the budget of Liberia. In its Friday, July 19 March term sitting, Chief Justice Siayene Yo, in a statement, noted that the judiciary is constrained to take action to compel the two branches of government to comply with Article 2 of the Constitution of Liberia, 1986, in addressing issues relating to appropriately addressing its budgetary allotment. We hope that this situation be addressed immediately by the President of Liberia as head of government and the leadership of the legislature to avoid a constitutional crisis, as this branch will not accept such treatment of indifference and imposition from co-equals of government, Chief Justice Yo stressed. She said her contention was against the legislature and executive unresponsive behavior to concerns raised by the judiciary regarding 2.8% of the national budget to the judiciary, which is the second largest branch of government. While other branches are enjoying a significant portion, the judiciary views unfair and unjust, noting it is an attempt by the other two branches to rendering its function ineffective and inefficient. Justice Yeo said the judiciary is more concerned about said action because this situation about an imposition of 17 million on them was raised, and a meeting was held with President Joseph Boakai on the matter with a promise to address the situation since the present budgetary appropriation provides no opportunity to restore the salaries of judges. Furthermore, she added that the lack of adequate financial support continues to impede the effective function of the judiciary over the years, for which an appropriate budgetary allotment is needed. We reiterate that the lack of adequate financial support to the judiciary by the government over the years has resulted in deteriorating infrastructure, as many courts, including the Temple of Justice building, are in deplorable conditions, lack of logistics, and worsening conditions of service at the judiciary, and this is substantially impairing the duty of the judicial branch as mandated by the provision of chapter of the Liberian Constitution. Justice Yeo expressed disappointment and disapproval over the treatment of the judiciary branch by the executive and legislative branches regarding the 2024 budget appropriation, threatening that the judiciary will be left with no alternative but to use its constitutional power to strike down any law that contradicts the Constitution or existing statutes, including the budget law. So, Justice Yeo said, we are cognizant of our power of judicial review and constitutional power to strike down any law which runs contrary to the Constitution or other existing statutes, such as the budget law. All right, so we can take one more story from this online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper, and then we go for our break. So let's see what is our final story. Okay, let's get this story. President Boakai awards Ambassador Witherspoon Liberia's highest honor, Knight Grand Band, for extensive research in enhancing Liberia-Barbados relations. And that's let's take this one as our final story. And it says here, all right, Senate confirms George Clinton Johnson as new Associate Justice. And we see the photograph of that Siane D. Clinton Johnson has been confirmed by the Liberian Senate as Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of Liberia. Associate Justice Johnson will now replace the late Associate Justice Joseph Nambe, following her recent nomination by Chief Executive President Boakai. According to a Senate press release, the confirmation of Associate Justice Johnson, who obtained a unanimous vote of 22 senators, became the first nominee to be confirmed, a two-thirds vote consistent with the newly amended rule. The Liberian Senate recently amended one of its rules to provide for the confirmation of lifetime presidential nominees at two-thirds of the Senate membership, meaning 20 votes. The Senate took the decision Friday following what it calls a vote on the part of Senator Prince Moi to have written the Liberian Senate on the merit of his motion to reconsider the vote taken 2 weeks ago by the Liberian Senate on the two-thirds to confirm tenure presidential nominees. Well, folks, those are all the stories we've got to share with you. And these are the stories we brought to you, Esther and I. And we hope that This year's 26th Independence celebration raises concerns amid rising strains and economic challenges. All right. And another story says Senate confirmed Judge Clinton Johnson as new Associate Justice. All right. We took this other story. Okay. Where is it? Right. Where is that story? Let's see. Okay. Yes. Chief Justice Yo threatens action against legislature and executive for alleged budget law violations. And Esther brought us the Inquirer. These are top stories we brought to you from the Inquirer newspaper. Sire leaving IMF to return as finance minister is a question mark to this caption. And Liberia's financial entities launch council. And Orange Money revolutionizes Liberia's financial assets. And lastly, for the front page, turn LBS into state broadcaster. Elder Council wants legislators' trash decrees. The back page, telecommunications introduces new regulations. And lastly, Hungary offers Liberia US 50 million credit facility. Those are all the stories we brought you this morning. We're going to take our break and be right back with you on the program.
Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sigma Compound on the Bushra Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512-379, 0777-512-379, or 0777-255-030, or email us Mayoba, MAYOUBAHS @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death. We are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
I say, my LIB people, I've got a perfect news that you can use. Open your ears and hear me well. If you've been searching for furniture for your homes, offices, and event centers, I have come to let you know that your search is over. J Mart Furniture and More at the corner of Randall and Sekou Touré Avenue is the solution to all your worries. At JMart, we have the best quality of wall-to-wall carpets, blinds, and curtains. Home furniture with bed sets starting at $4.99 USD and living room sets starting at $6.99 USD. At JMart, we also have decorative items for the homes at low prices. For your office furniture, we have the best in quality to suit your taste with competitive prices, and we also do free delivery within Monrovia to ease you of that transportation stress. Rush now to JMart Furniture and More at the corner of Randall and Sekou Touré Avenue next to the St. Teresa Convent to make your homes and offices that place to be, or call cell numbers 0880-600-600 or 0778-700-700. JMart Furniture and More. You, our customers, deserve the best.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Flow Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide it. So start to talk.
All right, folks, many thanks for rejoining us. And we want to say a big thank you to our sponsors, Crime Stoppers Liberia, Exeter's Best Price Store, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. You've been there listening to all of the stories. And so we're going to join our partner in the USA, Corma, who is going to, draw down our talking points this morning. So, Gus, let's hear from you.
Before talking points, I'm hurting today. Has to do with a friend and brother, Trojan Kazulu. I'm not sure how true the story is. From everything I've heard from all the close friends and relatives that we've both known, I guess the brother kind of just got sick and all of a sudden he's dead. Is it true?
Yes, he died, according to what we gathered early this morning.
Okay, yeah.
And he had complained about his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the one of the news we got. He was complaining about his stomach, and he was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead.
Yeah, I heard he had surgery or something too, or whatever. Yeah, Trojan, I just want to say a little thing about Trojan, Julius Jed, likes of you and other people. We've been in this thing for a long time, since, I would say maybe 2009, 10 and whatnot. Young man that has done this thing in this journalism field that you guys, girls like Esther and them are doing their thing in. It was the same thing to see young people like that just going, man, way younger than me. It hurts me. It just shakes me sometimes to see where our country is for its simple stomach pain. And a promising young man is no longer just like the witch's family and relatives. My deepest condolences from me, Radio LIB, and all of us that knew Trojan. Thank you. And then on to the stories. I also heard there's a breaking news with Yaka Kaluba. What's the story on that? Anything?
We don't have any story
Any
on
story?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. People, chicken should call me on that story. I don't know. You pick the topic, and I'll just elaborate on it.
All right. So we brought you a lot of stories this morning. Folks are complaining about the festive season. You know, Front Page Africa was able to move around to solicit the views of some Liberians, business people, non-business people, you know, to compare the last 26 celebration to the pending one. All right. And the folks are saying that, you know, from what they are seeing, there is no light for them this 26 because of the economic challenges in the country. All right. They are struggling to get money. They are struggling to get, you know, clothes for their kids. They are struggling to get food and even medication, you know, for the festive season. And so they are complaining, calling on the president to put his feet down because all of the promises he made to them during his, as a matter of fact, one of those that spoke to FPA was a staunch supporter of the Unity Party. So she is saying that the president should put his feet down and those changes he promised the Liberian people, he should be serious to effect those changes.
Right.
So those are some of the trending stories because we got a few more days to 26. 26 is going to be on Friday.
Right.
And you go to some quarters now, Liberians are complaining. This morning I was coming to work and I saw people just line up on the street, you know, like in the war, we in war. You know, the way I saw people are just frustrated in the morning. You come, you stand on the road to get car, you will be standing there for hours. And I mean, everything is just upside down. So people are confused.
Right.
Where is the Unity Party? The promises they made to us. Why aren't they living up to those promises?
No,
You know, so I think that is trending.
right. I would say, you know, Liberian people will learn real quick that it's not, you know, even the economy, the things that are happening in the country and whatnot. Politicians will tell you whatever they want to make sure they get your vote, and that's why I think we make some of the biggest mistakes, right? Oh, the country high because of George Weah, the country high because it's Unity Party. Um, the country is high because politicians have not done the things that are necessary to um, make our country a vibrant, a more productive um, economy. You know what I'm saying? Everything
Mhm.
we do, we just continue to rely on everyone. You know, from previous administration to now, we just rely on everyone. We're not interested in growing ourselves. We're not interested in getting better ourselves. So we will continue to keep finding blames. You know, I've had relatives same thing. Oh, the country, how are you gonna? I said, but in the country we're high, and you also you're replacing this one for the other person. I said the country should be good now, and he got mad. You know, my own uncle. I said, no. I'm not trying to insult you or anything, but I'm just saying these are the rationale that we use. And the
Mhm.
truth is, we as Liberians have to look at ourselves. It's not just the administration. We have to look at ourselves. I look at a country like Kenya, and young people get fed up. The young people say, no, we're not doing this. You know, when are we going to stand up and do this? Even in this America, the Democratic Party have realized, look, after the last um, how you call it, debate with Joe Biden, you know, the pressure was on him. Look, I don't think we can win going against Trump with you acting like this. You know,
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
forced him to have to make the right decision to do those things. We get machines, yellow machines, when people are hungry, but we have no plans for it. You know what I'm saying? People could be
Mhm.
hungry, but when you tell them, hey, you know what? Look, before we get these machines, here's what we're going to do. I know you're going to be hungry, Liberians. But for us to not be hungry 10 years from now all of the time, we need to develop something, a plan where we're going to do huge mechanized farming everywhere. The government is going to use these yellow machines to clear land everywhere so we can have farmland year in and year out. The government is going to use these yellow machines to build roads everywhere so we can get food from way yonder. We're going to have to do that. But we refuse to do this. We keep getting in our own corners where, because I'm CDCians, I'm this person, we don't want to fix Liberia. And we'll never move forward if we as people, forget the government, don't take the hard and bold steps to say, this is what we want Liberia to be. And I don't care how difficult the challenge is for the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we're going to stay the course. Ghana did not develop without that mentality. China did not develop without that mentality. Singapore, you go down the list of countries that Liberia was better than in the 70s and see how they got better. They got better because their citizens
are far better off than us now.
Exactly. But their citizens and their leadership took bold steps and said, hey, we are going to struggle in the interim. Short-term struggle is far less than long-term struggle. We're going to be, 176 years or so? We still can't even feed ourselves. When are the citizens of Liberia going to stand up and say, this is what we want? And if you can't do it for us, we're going to continue to protest. We're not going to allow it. National government works for the Liberian people. And the Liberian people that listen every day, forget your parties. Think about what Liberia could be, even if you don't benefit from it. You know, there's a saying that the person that plant the tree never sits under the shade, right? When are we going to do that? My generation, I'm talking to you. You're in your 40s. When are we going to do that? We need to sacrifice this. We can blame it on this government, that government, whatsoever. But we, the citizens of Liberia, have to stand up now and say, listen, we are going to struggle for 3 years. We're going to struggle for 6 years. But we want Liberia better for our children and our children's children. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to blame it on any government. I'm going to blame it on the leaderships of all of the leaders of Liberia since 1847 that have not helped us, the citizens, to take some bold steps, to take some short-term pain to get the long-term gain. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You want to chip in, Esther? You have something to say? Because
today I am too disturbed when
I know. We all are disturbed with the death news of Trojan Zulu.
Sorry,
I remember way back, Trojan and I used to live in Crewtown, and most of the time he would see me and come up to me, my man, I got so much passion for the radio, and I want to be a radio personnel. And if I recall some of the times and the conversation we shared, it's sad to just wake up and like God said, a promising young man. Just a week ago, Trojan and I were just right up here. You know what? We can sometimes go and eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all were there and we're having a conversation. And he brought up the same topic. He said, "Oh, I remember way back, picking coming up. I used to monitor my Brabia and blah blah blah." And we all would laugh about it. And waking up this morning, hearing his death news.
It's really sad.
It's really, really sad.
Yeah, we're praying for the family.
Mm-hmm.
He
was a family person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a family person. Yeah. So I know his wife and his son.
Mama and Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We want to say take heart. It's not easy. We know what you're going through. It's not easy, but we ask that you take heart. So please. So we'll go to the phone lines and hear from our people. You listen to some of the readings about the festive season. Things are not going right for some people. Salary for the month of July have not been paid. Civil servants are complaining about salaries, how they're going to take care of their families for the festive season. Supporters of Unity Party are also complaining that this is not the change they voted for. All right. They are not seeing anything happening. All right. Some are saying, oh, the last year 26 was better off than this year 26 because last year about this time, people have money to buy stuff for their kids. People have money for food. People have money and to take care of their family medication. But they are complaining now. The things we saw happening the last 26 is not happening now because we just got 3-4 more days of 26 and we can see the light. So everywhere we go, it's dark. Salary has not been paid. How our husband's going to get money? How our children going to get clothes to wear? How are they going to get food to eat? Those are the complaints we are hearing. And so we'll go to the phone lines and hear from our people this morning. You can call us first. Esther will do the comments. And after the comments, we'll come and take your calls. So Esther, let's hear from you first.
Okay, from the comment section, we have Emma Nelson. 2 minutes says, I'm watching from Boulevard Duncan gas station. We have Henry Yango says, following you guys from my end on this cool Monday evening. Thanks for the great update. James Lamin says, good morning, Freedom FM. Ross Kai says, good morning. And Diane T. Tokba says, watching from Omega Market CDC project. Michelle Deal says, good morning. And we have Cheek Adam says, I'm watching from Oro behind my money exchange box. Lena Street says, good morning, my beautiful family. Aliyu Masale says, good morning, my Freedom family. My deepest condolences to the Kaizulu family. Rebecca Kese says, good morning, Brother Wendell, Nimna, and Esther. Happy Monday. Good morning, Gus.
Happy Monday to you too, Becky.
Victor Quanto says, I'm watching from Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. Dwight Tay says, good morning from Minnesota. Melvin Carter says, G. Moses Dorber, all journalist from Vonjama ELRV Radio. He mentored my brother. Moses Dennis says, good morning, my Freedom family, and hope all is well. Today is the birthday of my daughter, Rachel Dennis. Famuya M. Fofana says, good morning. Roseline M. B. Morris says, I'm listening. Julia Warren says, good morning. I'm following live from Johnsonville. And we have Clyde Addison says, stomach pain is not a simple sickness. Dara Sportwear says, that's what happens when you don't know the importance of your wife until she leaves you. Melvin Carter says, elections come with consequences, folks. Peter Lynn Peter says, good afternoon, Wendell and Esther, following you guys from Congo Town. Thanks for the show. Junior Jake Pass says, good morning, guys. I'm watching from Minnesota. Alfred Sumo Samin, as Samin says, I'm watching from Buchanan. We miss him so much. I think that's Molly.
Those are all the comments?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get to the phone lines. But let me read this. This is something written by Yeke Koloba. He says, 7 minutes ago, this was posted on the closing argument page. And Liberia National Police raided my political base in the district early this morning. They brutalized my people and took away cash, flat screen, and other valuable items away with them. The police also shot live bullets and tear gas and took away 5 of my motorbikes from my base. The war Joseph Boakai started, I can assure him that we are on it for 6 years. Let me say this to Joseph Boakai, that no matter what he does, I will continue to stand for the Liberian people and never compromise the people's interests. All right. So those were the assertion made by Representative Yeke Kwalaba of District number 10. All right, so we'll go to the lines and hear from our people, those of you listening.
Yeah, but before we take calls, you are reminded about the Freedom Cash giveaway. We're giving out $5,000 on a
Plenty
Monday.
of money, yeah.
Exactly.
Plenty
And it's
of
just
money.
$100 you're gonna use to play and win $5,000. So the transaction line is open. Keep the transactions coming in. At 12:30, I'll be here to do our draws and call all of you winners. So
Okay.
let's keep the play coming in.
So you see, that's a lot of money for you to start up your Monday.
Of
All
course.
right. The people are already complaining. The government ain't paying them for July 26th. We know, yeah. All right. So you can win that money.
July 26th.
Yeah. So $5,000, that's a lot of money. I'm
course.
telling you, $5,000, that's a lot of money.
It
It can get you fuels, use regs for your kids, and get a little food for you to eat something just for that day. We know it's not easy, but that's it though. That the government, you'll say you want it. You'll say you want a change, and we are experiencing the change. So nobody should complain. Let's manage our expectation. Like one of their supporters said, we should manage our expectation. So our lines are open: 0776-104-104, 086-500-104. The WhatsApp line is +231-86-500-104. The female line 077-0297-016. Let's take our first caller. Hello?
How are you, William?
I'm fine. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you calling from, sir?
Let me say hi to Esther and to my boss, to my brother's boss
Hello.
in the U.S. This is Edmund Kai, and I'm calling you from Weaver Community in District 5.
1 minute, Edmund.
Yeah, let me say sorry to the Bereave family. My parents, I have an interaction with Trajan from 2012 all the way to 2014.
Okay.
Also, me on his show, Sarah Town on Fire Radio, so I know him. I can't about this when I use,
I know.
That's it. We can question the Almighty.
Mm.
You know the reason why he called him sooner. So we say, brother, go and rest in peace. You know, there's noise about salary. I don't understand. We told the people everything that happened here under President it was something that was beyond human imagination. Because why I said that? We were here, COVID-19 struck up. People were sitting home, they were taking pain, yet they said you didn't do anything. People were sitting home, they were dividing food on them. Even at when the time, our electricity bill was paid by President All of these things happen in this country. The people said they wanted somebody that's going to be able to bring change in their lives. Now here we are, salary. Even if they come to pay salary, they always pay salary sometimes 40 days into the next month, 50 days. That they will do when the month ends, when they enter into the next month. After 20 days, because they come out to pay. The same thing that was happening at some point in time when the economy was stretched. They say, they're not paying people. He's doing back-to-back pay. He's not capable. He's not qualified. They're not able to do it. So here we are. You don't even have a finance minister. Then you're talking about salary. You do. Active finance minister. We're not going to be having your active finance minister in a country where you are taking over. You try to set everything. You have a finance minister. You let it see. You brought in active try to put a whole plan together. Then you explain new one, start putting a whole plan. Where are we? That is the aging of the government. So you don't even have a finance minister. When you get a finance minister, then you will take it. So just accept the result as you subscribe to it. Let us live with it.
Okay.
I don't care what you do. We're going to eat chicken on 26 days. We'll eat chicken. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Find other alternative. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello, this person.
Good morning, Mr. Yunan.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the show. Hello?
So, Esther, good morning to Uncle God in the U.S.
Good morning.
Sorry,
How are
I'm
you?
not calling my new on the show because my audience letting rather than so give out me.
Go ahead.
Mr. Yunan, this morning I called because yesterday on the social media, I think you are coming across the rest. A photo of the richest man was circling, and you have people commenting the foreign minister. Why was the photo of a rich man bring? Why was that you are scared of benefit? Why is in a photo that we even see the person himself having the phone in your hand on the screen of the man? So I really want to know the municipal program, pay for airtime and on the radio station. to tell us how well our country will be benefit for just looking on the picture, people commenting, several tests and this. And when it comes to people wish one thing, I'm always grateful to God that I've voted on men who have a dignity or God-fearing heart. Not going because there was a lot of insult I was bring within the state there. He now wish some people for job. Because even as he gave up to the self-country that honor man his leadership, they went until he said there in there, and 75%, 30% people rejected him. So you will not tell me that, but tell God speaking for a bill on account rate. He made man that yesterday that all to sleep well. Okay. So when the last week, a lot of major ways of power for you, you're not considered being power and being lying. And our eyes are open for the state that will solve a lot of things in the 12 years. So the state that we wish to see what will do, the inspector of the thing that our country will go back on the leadership. Thank you for me because you should come out to the show. I can speak for you.
Okay, thank you very much.